Another thing you need to know about extension, and I already told you before, it's a styling. I told you about the simple effects, which is common for every lash maker. You can find them in internet and use it. It's very fine. But to be the super professional and attractive artist, you need to create your own schemes and know a lot about the modeling. So your clients can not just get the eyelash extension, they can get proper eyelash extension accordingly to their face type. With eyelash extension, you can hide some disadvantages, you can underline some, like you can underline the inner pretty and things like that. Sometimes you can even show the personality. So when you realize how to create the scheme, when client came to your place, you should ask first of all which makeup client prefer during the daily life. And you have to see if this is like the girl, maybe she is a dancer, she is expressive. Of course, for her it's gonna be the bigger volume. If it's teacher or somebody else like that, even if she asks, like she say, I want fluffy lashes, you need to understand that even if you're gonna do like 3D or 4D volume, you cannot use the 15 lengths or something like that. So when clients say you what you want, you need to analyze it by yourself also, because sometimes what client have inside her head, it's totally different from how you can do it when you start to follow her advices. There are a few basic schemes. I told you this is a cat effect, this is a doll effect, and a fox effect. You can use them, for example, you can use them when you do some special modeling. For example, if you are doing Kylie, this is the stripes. I will show you in more details. It means when you are before the extension, you put stripes from inner corner to out corner with a small distance, and then you just fill the empty places with a normal extension. You can use it, or you can make it also longer on out corner. This is gonna be like a cat eye look. You can make it bigger on the middle, so it's gonna be like more doll look. With this kind of schemes, you can create some special design of the eye, and also you can use the different colors also, and you can use different shapes. But when you are mixing the shape and the colors, let's start from the shapes first. When you are mixing the shapes, you need to understand that, for example, you are done with the C curl and you want to turn to D curl on the out corner, for example. The place where you're gonna change from one curl to another curl, you need to do like that. You need to put one lash, C curl, then another one D, then another one C. You can play with the layers also a little bit, and in the place where the length or curl supposed to change, you need to put like few eyelashes, different lengths and curls, so it's gonna be more visible. You cannot jump from one to another just like that, because it's gonna look like a stairs, especially when you are mixing the lengths. So you need to think, and you need to keep it on your mind when you're working. It's very, very complicated to keep it on mind. That's why the scheme exists. You just put, and I told you before that you need to make a notebook with the information of every client. So in this notebook, where is the information of your client, you also, when you are done with her, you put the scheme. So next time she will come to you, you will understand what exactly to do for her. Or sometimes she can come for a feel, you can understand also. Sometimes maybe she will want to change, so you can check what you did before, and you can recommend to her do something else. Normally, I never do same thing for the clients. Every time I do something a little bit different, because I know that the girls, they like to change their look, they like to change their style sometimes. Now, there are a lot of trend effects. This is like a wet effect. It means when you remove from the stripe not only one lash, but you remove the bundle, but you didn't open it like a fan. You just put it inside the glue and put the eyelash. It really looks like wet look, like the wet eyelashes, but it's gonna be like that during the whole month. And this is now very, very popular. I heard it's very, very popular in Russia also, in Asia also it's popular. So these two, the Kylie and wet effect, this is two things you can recommend for your client if she want to do something juicy, like something different from she used to. And of course, for the modeling, very, very important thing is the colorful eyelashes. Because sometimes when the blonde girl come to your place and she wants a big volume, but you understand that if you're gonna do black lashes volume, it's gonna look like just two black things. So you can use brown eyelashes, this is exist. You can use brown eyelashes, you can mix two, you can mix brown and black. But if you are mixing brown and black, you should understand that you should make one by one, like you have to scatter these colors on the whole eye, so it's gonna be not visible. If you are decorating with colorful lashes, which is not, because there is two type of colorful lashes exist. One is ombre, this is black on the tails and colorful on the tips. This you can use anyhow because the lash line gonna be black anyways. But there are some eyelashes, they are totally colorful. So if you're gonna apply it on your eyes, from the distance it's gonna look like there is no, for example, if you do black eyelashes the whole eye and then you want to make a tail, for example, pink, and you didn't mix, you just put a pink there, from the distance it's gonna be not visible, you will see only black lashes and the empty gap there. So when you are working with different colors like that, you have to follow the layers, because normally eyelashes have like 3 or 4 layers, so you should see if there is place they have like 3 layers. You can put colorful lashes on the up layer and on the middle layer, but the down layer you can make black, so it's gonna look pretty. Or also you can make everything black and just down layer, like just bottom layer, make it colorful. It's gonna be look attractive also. All these things you need to put on your scheme, so it's gonna be much more easier for you to understand how you work. You just put the detailed scheme on the patch which is already on the eye. You take another patch, look. Don't put it on the face first. You look on the previous patch, put information on this patch, then apply it, and then start to work. But the main thing in the style, and what I told you already, I want to repeat it, you should do the change of length and the change of curls smoothly. It's not supposed to be like a jump. Sometimes it's very, very fine, and I didn't mention it before. It's also, it looks like an eyeliner effect. You can reach it if you are using C curl or L curl, especially because this is like a specific curl. There are some specific curls exist, but when you're working in an L curl, for example, with the fallen eyelid, it can be no visible, or it can be messy, or I also know that L curl is not really easy for the beginners. So you can use the C curl and you can use L curl only on out corners. But the moment where you mix these curls, you need to give for this area like 2-3 millimeters where you're gonna put randomly C and L curls, so it's gonna look very, very natural. So very important thing, and you should pay big attention when your client come to your place and you see that her eyes a little bit different. It's a normal thing, a lot of humans, they have face asymmetry or something like that. But 100% sure she will be happy if you will be able to solve this problem and make eyes more same. And it's easy, you know, because if you see that, for example, one eyelid is more fallen than another one, you can just change curl. You can make a more stronger curl on the eyelid which is fallen and the more smoother curl when eyelid which is normal. Or you can don't do like just two totally different curls, but you can add more D on one eye and add more C, for example, on one eye, and you will see how you balance them. This is just a magic, because when I tried this first time, I see how it changed the face and how happy was the client. You should try it. You know, if some girl come to your place with the asymmetry of her eyes, she will be your client 100% for a very, very long time. And the same thing with the aging eyelids also, because everybody, every woman who is more elder than 40 years old, her eyelids is 100% fallen, and 100% she want to hide it because this is the aging issues, nobody want to show it out. So you can hide this fallen eyelid with a decurl, of course. You need to understand she's not really young, so you cannot do like 15 length or something like that for her. It's supposed to be like very, very accurate extension, but you can use the decurl, so you will hide the eyelids and your client, she will be happy 100%. So you can use like I normally do for my aging clients, you can use like maximum 9-10 lengths, decurl, maybe even brown lashes. It's gonna look very, very natural, but at the same time, all her look gonna be much more fresh and younger.